Welcome, this is a news update and I'm Deborah Ezeh. We begin from South Africa, where students in South Africa are worried about the new Omicron variant identified in the country. The rise in the number of infections among the students have led to the postponement of tests and exams. Although it is not yet clear if the new variant causes more serious diseases, many students are urging colleagues to vaccinate. The new variant is thought to be highly transmissible, but health professionals are yet to establish if it causes more severe diseases. And in Algeria, local experts say that voters' turnout in Saturday's local election in Algeria was still below expectations despite some improvements. According to the election authorities, voters' turnout reached around 35%, and this is another 12% more compared to parliamentary elections held in June. This election confirmed support for President Deborah that succeeded Abdelaziz Bouteflika in 2019. Despite the presidential pleas, voters' turnout appeared low in the capital. More than 134,000 candidates are running for the various seats. However, some 300,000 applications were rejected by electoral authorities. And moving on, in Uganda, Ugandan authorities have denied reports the international airport in the capital could be given away to China. The story was reported by Daily Monitor newspaper, and according to the newspaper, if Uganda defaults on debt repayments, it could trigger a takeover from the lender Export-to-Import Bank from China. The story sparked a reaction from government officials and the Chinese embassy in Uganda, both denying any truth in the allegations. The loan was contracted in 2015 to expand Uganda's only international airport, and the $200 million loan is repaid over a period of 20 years, and Uganda is still within a 7-year grace period. And in Burkina Faso, the authorities in Burkina Faso fired tear gas at protesters during an anti-government rally in the capital. The violence took place as hundreds of protesters converged on Place de la Nation, on one of the main squares of the city. The crowds wanted to vent their anger against the failure of President Kabore to deal with the extremist violence in the country. The demonstration took place against a background of a suspension of mobile networks that was extended for 98 hours last Wednesday. And now we head to Nigeria, where the federal government has directed the Nigerian Customs Service to ground 91 private jets belonging to some wealthy Nigerians over their alleged refusal to pay import duties running to 90 billion naira. As such, the Comptroller General of Customs, Colonel Ahmed Ali, retired, following a directive from the presidency, has written a letter to the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, asking the agencies to ground the affected private jets with immediate effect. And still in Nigeria, Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Dr. Iochia Hayu, has said foreign loans taken under administration of President Muhammadu Buhari have turned Nigeria into a beggar in the Committee of Nations. The party, however, is assured of its readiness to rescue the nation if it receives the backing of citizens in 2023. He added that the party has organized a workshop for its newly elected officials to keep them abreast of ways to confront insecurity in the country. And now we head to the foreign scene in Central America, where leftist opposition candidate Xiomara Castro declared victory in Sunday's Honduran presidential election, with early results giving her a commanding lead and putting her on track to become the first female leader of the Central American country. With 40% of votes counted, Castro, the wife of former President Manuel Zelaya, had 53.5%, while Nasri Asfura, candidate of the ruling National Party, at 34%, and preliminary results from the National Electoral Council showed. And moving on, Japan said on Monday it will close its borders to foreigners as the world's third largest economy joined Israel in taking the toughest measure against the new coronavirus variant, Omicron, which also cast a cloud over Australia's reopening plans. Markets, however, regained some composure as investors await more details of the variant, after sinking last week on fears it could bring fresh curbs, threatening a nascent economic revival from a 2-year pandemic. And now on the sports scene, Manchester United interim manager Michael Carrick says he's disappointed to have drawn with Chelsea, while Keane has questioned United's recruitment within the club. It was the first Premier League game for United since the departure of Ole Gunnar a week ago, and despite being second best in the first half, Jadon Sancho took advantage of a poor Jorginho error to put the visitors ahead. And finally, Super Falcon coach Randy Waldrum is expected to end the screening exercise for the Super Falcons' crucial tie against the Lady Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire in the Women's Nations Cup qualifiers slated for February next year tomorrow. The Falcons media officer Oluchi Tobechukwu said that 15 home-based and 15 foreign-based players, mostly new invitees, are currently in Abuja, jostling to join the main Super Falcon team for the qualifiers. She stated that the Falcons coach decided to open a training camp in November to prepare early enough for the game against Côte d'Ivoire and also to discover new players that will be added to the known players to boost the Nigerian senior female national squad. And that's all we can take on News Update today. Remember to stay connected and updated to our news and programs. Follow all our social media platforms on Jointum, Pangram, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter respectively. And also visit our website on www.africunia.tv. Once again, I'm Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for watching.